What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a terrific day. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about the topic that affects millions of people around the world, and that is ringing in the ears and anxiety. And I made a little bit of kind of like notes so I could kind of keep me on track. But like, if you suffer from the difficulty of having ringing in the ears and anxiety, I know exactly what you are going through. I'm going to talk about a little bit about my personal story. So for example, when I had ringing in the ears and anxiety, I remember I was sitting on the couch, I couldn't sleep, and I was thinking to myself, like, oh my God, like I'm just so trapped. I cannot get to sleep. And I can't get rid of the sound. And it really did feel hopeless. And I literally, I wanted to just get up and run as fast as I can and try and escape everything. Fight or flight was kicking in, and I had ringing in the ears with anxiety, and it was with me every single day. And these are the coping strategies that I have implemented, and I'm going to talk with you today. It's really going to help. Let's dive in. So I want to break down understanding ringing in the ears and anxiety. What is ringing in the ears? Tinnitus. What causes tinnitus? And is stress and anxiety something that can trigger it? So ringing in the ears is, it's a perceived sound, and it is very real. You hear the ringing, and it can be different volumes for different people. For mine was extremely, extremely loud. At least that was the perception of mine back then. Now I can barely hear it, and even if I try to listen to it, I can't even hear it. Sometimes I hear it. Very rarely do I hear it, but it's basically like it never really even happened to me. And stress and anxiety. So for me, I always had anxiety throughout my life. I had PTSD, and I've talked about that from my childhood. And a lot of people in my life passed away, and very difficult things have happened. And so that was really the entree, I think, for when tinnitus came into my life. I already had these deep problems like in my subconscious. So it really just was kind of like, it was a perfect storm that enabled me to essentially freak out, and I had to go back and reassure myself that everything was going to be okay. The common symptoms of anxiety and tinnitus and how they can impact your life. So, for example, if you feel that you hear the tinnitus and you feel trapped, or your brain starts navigating towards these like worst case scenario thinking, like I'm never going to be happy, I'm always going to be trapped. This will then induce fight or flight. You might feel your heart racing. You may feel like a terror or dread, or you may even sweat, or you may feel like you have to fight or flight's kicking in. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. You might cry. You might feel like you're going crazy. All of these things, those are the symptoms with tinnitus and anxiety. And I felt every single one of them as bad as I think somebody could feel. But I think it can always get worse. But for me, it was pretty bad. So I want to break down the coping strategies for ringing in the ears and anxiety. By far the biggest one for me was breathing exercises to reduce the stress and anxiety. So what that looked like for me was back on the couch when I had the ringing in the ears and the anxiety, I started doing box breathing. How that worked is I would breathe in, count to 4, hold 4, and breathe out 4. And I would allow myself to focus on the breathing. And as I did that, what I noticed is that in the first 10 or 15 minutes, your brain's going to be like, this is dumb, this isn't helping, this blah, 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 and all this. You have to push past that. And you have to realize, like, one meditation breathing exercise is not going to free you of all of your subconscious pain and trauma that you have pent up down there. You have to realize that your trauma in getting to a place where you're freaking out about tinnitus and you have anxiety has been years and years and years of abuse. So the recovery treatment might be months or years. You have to understand that. We are predispositioned in this country to want instant results. But what I'm talking about is not instant. I hate to say it to you. If you're looking for something instant, this is not the place. What I talk about is how to treat the underlying problem of your anxiety, of your ability to let go of things you can't control, and get to a place where you are at peace with the things that you cannot control. It is not a quick fix solution. It takes time. And all my coaching, by the way, hit the webinar and you can work with me directly. I would love to work with you. I put a package together where I break down everything, literally everything that I did to get me habituated to a point. And let me tell you something, habituation, like what I have, is invaluable. And I believe I can get almost every single person I work with habituated. I believe I can get everyone habituated, but I can't change people's minds. Some people don't want to change their mind, and you can only help people that want to be helped. With that being said, let's finish the video out. So, sound therapy and exposure to the sound helped me so much. I had to learn how to listen to my tinnitus. I had to expose myself to the thing that I was freaking out about, and I had to get to a place where I was able to hear it and not freak out. That was very difficult, but that was a crucial step. If you avoid and you're doing avoidance behavior where you're avoiding the silence, you're avoiding hearing the sound, you're just keeping in-ear noise generators in, that is going to keep you trapped in the tinnitus loop. Okay? My program is designed to help you face the fear in a controlled environment, recategorize your thoughts, have a neutral disposition about tinnitus. And in doing that, facing the fear, tinnitus realizes this is no longer a threat. I don't care how loud it is. I don't care if it's pulsatil tinnitus. I don't care if it's reactive tinnitus. I don't care how bad it is or how loud it is. Your brain can filter it out. It is you cultivating a neutral disposition, not freaking out, exposing yourself to that thing that terrifies you, and then your brain realizes, wow, there's nothing to be afraid of. Those are the coping strategies. Through meditation, through thought journaling, through breathing techniques, getting myself out of my brain and into my body, and reassuring myself there is nothing to be afraid of. Now, I don't even think to freak out about it. I'm completely habituated. It is amazing. If you want to be like me, completely habituated, hit the link in the description. I will work with you. I put together a 5-day program where you work with me for 5 sessions, 60 minutes each session. And these tips and tricks, I can get you habituated. Okay. It's not quick. It's not instant, but it gets to the root cause of your tinnitus suffering. Thank you for watching. Make sure to smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We'll talk to you all later. Until next time. Peace.